I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see a three-time Pro Bowler, Derek Carr, leading the Oakland Raiders as they take on Phillip Rivers and the LA Chargers. With that, let's get out to Southern California with the call from Los Angeles. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, I tell you, tough to top our assignment this afternoon under clear blue skies in Southern California at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Glad to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. And, Charles, we got a good AFC West matchup. And you look ahead to the division race this year, the gap from top to bottom, that may just be tightening.
It certainly is. And this is one of my favorite divisions to talk about year in and year out in the NFL, because when you go through it, everyone has a good reason to think that they can win the division. The Raiders got better picking up Antonio Brown. Can he help their young quarterback continue to progress and make plays? How about in Denver? They may be hitting the reset button, but they always have players. Kansas City has Patrick Mahomes, by the way, and Phillip Rivers is still firing away for the Los Angeles Chargers.
Badgley now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr is set and ready to roll as he leads the Raiders out onto the field. Carr in his sixth season, 28 years of age, former second-round pick back in 2014, and a lot of people feel this is a critical season for Derek Carr as a Raider. Remember, there were whispers that the Raiders might be in the market for a QB in the draft. He even contemplated maybe making a run at Kyler Murray, but in the end, they stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Carr gives to Rashard. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
And all eyes will be on Antonio Brown on the outside, now wearing a uniform other than Pittsburgh's. Donning the black and silver of Oakland. How will he mesh with his new head coach, John Gruden, his new quarterback, Derek Carr? Let's see how things go.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 42 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, go ahead and strike up the band. Cue up the dance moves. AB is in the end zone yet again. And that's not a surprise at all. His ability to turn something into a bigger play after the catch, that run after catch, one of the things that helps separate him as one of the elite receivers in the NFL.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chargers' all-time passing leader, Phillip Rivers, who's been their starter since 2006, trotting onto the field. And I'll tell you what, he may be just a couple of years from 40, but he can still do it. You look back to 2018, some people were whispering MVP and Rivers in the same breath with what he did in that campaign. Especially impressive in 2 December primetime victories, one against the Steelers, one against the division rival Chiefs. And although things ended not quite how they wanted in the playoffs to New England, Phillip Rivers still feels like he has a lot left in the tank. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. With that, let's check out how the Chargers line up on offense.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Mike Pouncey's one of the best centers in the league. And to me, he helped usher in that new wave of centers. Agile, able to get to the second level and block people downfield, able to pull like a guard and get out in front of ball carriers, and pass protects really well, helps keep his quarterbacks clean.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. It's complete, right side to Benjamin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rivers to throw it. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen, 33 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Carr going to throw. Over the middle here to Wilson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. With that, let's take a look here at the Charger defense.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. Safety Derwin James is one of the better players in the NFL. First-team All-Pro as a rookie. Also went to the Pro Bowl, and he shows up anywhere and everywhere on the field making plays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Carr. And he locates Luke Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
What down? 185. 58 right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On 1st down, Richard. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Here's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On first down, Carr. Man open left side, it's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go to coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Vontaze Burfict is a super talent and a fierce competitor. He can do it all at the linebacker position.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there.
By the way, hello, one person in the chat. Sorry if I'm not talking as much.
There's nothing available there for him.
On is the Chargers punter now.
Not next few
Back
days.
deep for the Raiders, Dwayne Harris.
Good job, you Derb.
And I just tooted, Taylor, if you didn't hear. I just let out an RKO. Because I'm a Cubs fan, said Taylor.
Vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great.
Right down. 185. We got it.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That one caught. It's the rookie Hunter Renfrow. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Carl come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a give to Richard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Carlson on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, they're scared.
From the gun, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Throwing Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
I got you.
To throw again. Rivers. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Tight down. There you go.
Again, it's Rivers. That's caught inside the 20. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
All day. Right there. 54. Right there.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football. There's nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a handoff to Rashard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
There's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. Carr now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Carr. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Mike, 58, right? Let's get some penetration here.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Catch made right side by Wilson. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
That's what I do. 80 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Rivers now. Well, this is caught by Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
From the gun, Rivers over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And the Raiders have got him. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Operating from the gun. Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Carr. Over the middle here to Wilson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw to his tight end. Made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Max Taylor, not accepted. I'll join right back after he's done. Hopefully. That was naked code accepted. All you get is Max Taylor, not accepted. See, I'm going to hold on
a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get the map ready to go. And I got to say, yeah.
Carr to the throw. No down, but not before getting us inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. What a first half this has been offensively. Defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Yeah, these receivers are actually wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Defend up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
What did you all say?
So now then, the big guy has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
I have a big stinking lead anyway, so let's make it different.
Oh gosh, Carr just got drilled all the way back to the 42-43.
No, it's not. It's not already come on. Oh, God, Crampton's still around. Jeez. Cody's gonna go announce naked. Cody accepted. So Max Taylor accepted. Yeah. Oh my God. You love Danny. I will accept that. What did you do? Oh yeah.
What? I'll be right back.
This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To throw his Carr. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, as a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So let's do just that as I hand things over to Jonathan Coach. And there he goes! The second back around the 41-yard line. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember when I was a kid, all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came in and played well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they?
About 15 cents.
Oh god, they got big suck.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of the half.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Rivers. And this is great to get him over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They go play action. Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Rivers. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, Rivers. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Oh, touchdown. I'm back.
Right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Have fun having fun.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
I think you could say less about nice motivational belch.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Doug Martin now gearing up to go again here on offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Alright, we're back.
Taylor gets a trigger point. Not accepted. Blank, you accepted it. Smack for me accepted.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Too late, Army, you accepted.
To throw, it's caught. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Back at the plate for the Dodgers. By the way, Nick Taylor, not a contact play.
I'm gonna go. So.
You win 3 times already.
With a play fake to Jacobs. This is Cole. It's Ryan Bland. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now a timeout signal for, they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on them. They're trying to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take it in and bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Just 1 second remaining in the first half. They'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. Rivers. So we reach halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we sit here in our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference, as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That throw into the end zone. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the counter, here's Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. Henry's got it down on the left side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On is the Chargers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Back onto the field now comes the wideout Antonio Brown. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now whistles here. I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll set them back 5. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give him some space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they get it done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Carr looking to throw on 32. He gets it to the ball, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He's been doing 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, you hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hello, one person in the chat.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Carr. And it's incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to going out for those types of passes.
Carr on target to AB, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Carr now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr again. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Carr, he's got a man open. It's not a Renfro. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
What can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far. They've yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And they get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because if you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They come out here in the eye. Good yardage on first down. Out then they punch it in on second and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
One receiver right, that's Brown. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders.
Touchdown Raiders.
Antonio Brown there to make the grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set to go again here on offense. Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
You get greedy in a good way.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Vontez perfect, the one to get him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow the defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second and 9. Rivers to Gordon out left. Give him 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got a man, it's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They call his number again, it's his 6th catch and a first down. And with that last play, he's now over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Now Gordon on first down. at the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running leads at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground again. Gordon. And they'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play fake to Gordon. Now Edwards. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one a gain of 20 in a first down.
They all came together there in breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rivers now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Rivers going to give you Gordon on the draw. And he's eating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, they'll work with Gordon. And he's going to be blocked down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
First down.
So now the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Rivers hands off to Oakland. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to it at the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
This defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
That's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 4 yards in the touchdown grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Badgley on for the extra point. And a little bit cut down to 14. 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now let's discuss Antonio Brown as he heads back out there now. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard gain. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there are certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never give him a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down the defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And forget about finding a lane. He nearly had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there will be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw it Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease and they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Looking inside of his guy. That's Jacobs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is third and 7. Now caught. Got him in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the Raiders' big money man, the free agent tackle, Trent Brown. So following a holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough. If you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? It's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
He missed that one and missed it in a big way.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game. And this is good from 57 yards out. It's bombs away right there. So with that, you figure now this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case he does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I?
After the big field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws out. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Working out again, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, we got another 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
A big hit to start the drive has him on near midfield here for first and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And right side, hit his gun. No gain here on the completion, second and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards. Yeah, you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still.
No yards.
Okay.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Rivers on the money complete, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards at first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that, Anderson.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe win this game on?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Rivers. It'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Rivers complete under him into the ground. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Took that 1st down.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Looking for the end zone. What nice call. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
Extra point by Beasley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Calling the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry in that 2nd down.
It's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock, bleed things down. He's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Less approach your video game. You're trying to run it up.
Nice touch. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It will not be a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down.
That's clearly a running situation. You're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, rank 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for 9th. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing in his call. And Wilson has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down when his way worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted him or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Carlson snags it left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. He's played a great game. He continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt that they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy will tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 28-yard line. On 1st down, Richard heading down about the 25 after a pick up a 4. Now, I guess you can say this is kind of the key here. Run down some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it in now.
Definitely you want to leave things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the focus on the defense. Do they use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take charge.
From the 25, second and more. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there in their 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you do. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. It's Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he stops up around the 13. Joey Bosa hit on the stop. But no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone.
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
For the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And returning to the field here, Hunter Henry. And we you see here, the productivity certainly has decreased from the start of the game, but sometimes people forget these tight ends, they can do more than just catch the football.
That is so true, because now when things start to happen and you're not getting the ball as much, maybe you change your focus on the game. Maybe you become a very good decoy. Maybe you block a little bit more. But sometimes you have such a great first half, you expect it to continue to roll, and it doesn't just happen that easily in the second.
But they have been able to shut him down, at least as of late. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rivers now. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Rivers. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover it? Double and triple. Do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly likes to be in that move right now. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher than trying to get to the football front.
Wide open, it's a Howard complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
What can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second down and goal. Rivers. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a fourth and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Does it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So he needed the short yardage. Charles, he elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
The Raider offense led by Antonio Brown heading back out. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he's really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but on first down, Jacobs. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Jacobs now. Desmond King making the tackle. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. On the return, it's King. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Rivers on first down. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 2nd and 10, Rivers right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rivers again. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rivers.
That's going to do it.
Taken down. A big offensive explosion.
It's over.
To victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
All right. That's going to do it, everybody. We'll have our post game on our Facebook deal, but for now, we'll see you guys later.